In this video, I'm going to take you through my top 5 favorite artist presets in Neural DSP plugins. Now, these are sounds that I use in my own music productions and are pretty much mix ready, so they're really useful, they sound great, and I think you'll get a lot of use of them in your own projects. So what I'll do is I'll go over to Logic in a moment, I'll share what those artist presets are, I'll show you some of the sounds, as well as give you a demo of a full mix of one of my own songs, which I've used all these plugin presets in. First of all, I don't want to hold you hostage, so if you just want to know what they are straight away, I'll put them on the screen right now. But otherwise, we'll jump into Logic and check them out. Before we do, I just want to say thank you to all the recent subscribers, and if you're not subscribed, please do make sure to hit that button, bell notification, and like this video. It really helps grow the channel, and I really appreciate it, so thanks a lot. So what you're seeing here is the Logic project for my song called The Voyage. As you can see, I've labeled all the different tracks with the names of the plugins as well as the artist preset that I've used. So you can see there are many different tracks, if I scroll down, utilizing the same sounds and just layered up for different sort of moments in the song. But I'll go through now all the different ones I've used, I think around 5 or 6 in total, the 6th one being a bass bonus artist preset. And I'll share the sounds, each one back to back, and then we can listen to what they sound like in the full mix at the end of this section. So first up, we have the Nolly X plugin, where I have used the Gesseract artist preset by an artist called Jesse Zuretti. So here's what it sounds like in an isolated guitar. Okay, so as you can hear there, very, very clean sound, and I really like it for more progressive music. It's really sits in the mix nicely if you have a very ambient kind of textures that you want to achieve. Some people may not like the lack of drive in it, and I think actually, if I'm not mistaken, the cab section is removed from this preset. Mics are disengaged on the cabinet unit, which gives it a kind of DI, really clean and crystal clear taste. If you add any drive to that, it's going to sound awful because of no cab. So yeah, don't try and add distortion pedal into this preset. Moving on to my number 4 artist preset, that is the Pliny X Clean Dreams by the one and only Rabia Masad. So if we open up the Pliny X plugin, you can see here we've got the artist Rabia Masad, Clean Dreams. Now I have done one change to this preset to make it work in the context of this particular song, and that's changed the default delay from, I think it was a half T to a quarter note. So as you can see, that's what it was on, and this is what I changed it to. What I found is when I tried to do single note lead work over some other guitars, didn't sit in the mix well, the timing just didn't sound right. So I changed that setting and it worked really well afterwards. So I'll give you a little demo of what that sounds like right now. So another really nice, clean ambient tone with a bit more drive than the previous artist preset, but I find it complements the Gesseract preset quite nicely to have that really pristine foundation and then just have that layer of slightly more driven ambient on top of it. Moving on to the number 3 position, we have the Soldano 100X, the Red Mist solo preset. This is by the artist, here we go, Stephen Jones from Bleed From Within. And this is what the preset sounds like for some great gratuitous guitar lead work. In the Soldano plugin, there's loads of different options for lead artist presets, but I find this one really sits in the mix nicely for the sort of music that I do. It's a bit more mid-pushed and it just sits really nicely with other instruments. So moving on to the next one though, we have another one in the Soldano SLO100X plugin, this time called the Stadium Lead 2, which is from, I believe, the artist Jack Gardner. Stadium Lead 2 one is kind of like an ambient version of the lead that you just heard, a bit more wet sounding, a bit more distant, less forward, but I find it's really great for particularly ambient sections that you want sort of single note, sort of vibrato, that kind of thing. And last but certainly no means least, we have Nick Broomhall's Nameless X artist preset called Thick Riff Focused. And this really is my go-to for rhythm guitar sounds. I spent quite a lot of time before trying to mess around with this plugin to get a sound that really works well in a mix, that sits well, isn't too harsh, not too much gain, but still gainy enough. And I really found that Nick just nailed the preset in this one. So it sounds really great. It sits in a mix perfectly. So this is what it sounds like. So I really love that tone. I think it sounds great in a mix, as I said. Maybe by itself, it's a little bit hollow sounding. There's a bit of bass missing, but the EQ's been created deliberately for that reason, to sit in a mix better. Now, before I play the full video of me doing a run through of this song in the mix, all these different sounds, here's a bonus artist preset from the Parallax X plugin. And as you can see here, we've got the Smooth Crust artist preset, which is part of the John Stockman bass collection of presets. I think it works for pretty much all settings. That's why I really, really like it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to play you this whole song with my playthrough from before with these new sounds, and you can hear what everything sounds like in a mix. Journey's near, the salt spray wind in his face, a precious gift awaiting.